What's up guys, Gentian Media here, and today I'm going to be talking about the sole valve controller for the 718 GTS 4-liter, GT4 and Spyder. As most of you will probably know, or don't know, when you have this car, the valves actually kick in between 1 to 4,000 RPM. I'll say 3,800 RPM to be exact, and this is regardless of whether or not you click the PSE button, the exhaust button in the center console. So when I first got this car, it was annoying me quite a bit, but I thought maybe after the break-in period, I would spend most of my time in the higher RPMs and it would not bother me as much, but nonetheless, it still bothered me. So I looked into options and I got the sole valve controller option. So it was around $250 and I had a store or a shop install it for me. There's a bit of wiring involved. I did not feel comfortable doing it myself, so that's why I took it to a shop. But other than that, I didn't really have any issues. So basically how it works is you get this remote right here. This is the remote from the sole valve controller. And the on button opens the valves or forces it open regardless of RPM. And the bottom button, you can either have it where it can force the valves closed or it can go back to the OEM setting. And I set it up where it goes back to the OEM setting. So this is how the car sounds. Closed idle, and now I'm going to open the button, or I guess open the valve, and you might be able to notice a difference. You'll definitely hear the valve working. So here we go. Now closing it. Do one more time. So, as you'll see in the video of me revving it, and also of some of the flybys, personally, I think it makes a big difference. It's hard for it to come across in video, but the car feels a lot more. I guess you can say it has a lot more tone now, especially in the lower RPM. Before, it felt really muted in the lower RPM, and above 4,000 RPM, the car will open up regardless if the valves, regardless if the PSE button is pressed or not. So driving around town, it makes a big difference. I can actually hear the car now. And the other cool thing is you can have it linked to the HomeLink system up there, and I'll put a link of the video of how to set that up down below. Or I can just click up there and I'll link the video to it. So far, I would say I'm pretty happy with this. I do think the car could be a bit louder, so I ordered some Akrapovic overaxle pipes, titanium overaxle pipes that should be here towards the end of the year. So I'm excited about that. But for now, I would say this is good enough for me to hold me over. Definitely listen to the Rev videos and the flyby videos. I'll also record some videos of me driving the car, so maybe you can notice a difference. Enjoy the videos, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them, and I'll see y'all maybe a bit later. I'll probably be talking in the car. So as you can tell in the PSE On, but the valve's not interfering, the sole valve controller not interfering, you can hear the valves still coming in, especially when he lets off the accelerator. Do it again. You hear that? You can hear the physical valve turning on and off. So in the last video, you can basically tell the difference. And with the PSE on, you can still hear the valves interfering. But in the last video, you can tell that it sounds a lot more consistent. It doesn't sound like there's anything interfering. It sounds a lot more coherent, and in my opinion, that really makes a big difference, especially when you set off. So we'll now record a few clips of the car basically rolling by in the 3 different forms. Everybody, so we're going to do the driving portion of this video. So we're going to do 3 modes. The first mode will be basically everything off, so the valves closed, the PSE off, and the sole valve controller not interfering. The second mode we're going to do is basically PSE on, so basically how you get the car from factory. And the third mode we're going to be doing is just the valves forced open. And how I did it was I connected it to the home link up here. I'll put the video, as I said, I'll put the video up there or in the description, and you can see how to set it up. But I set it up where this basically opens the valves. You probably won't be able to hear it, and this closes the valves. So there's no like fob you're fiddling around with. Even though you can, I put the fob in the glove box. But yeah, so let's get started. So this is with the valves fully off, and I'm only going to be driving normally because that's really when you notice the valves turning on or off. Because under 4,000 RPMs, the valves automatically close, versus above 4,000 RPM or 3,800 RPMs, the valves are forced open, or I guess they open by themselves, OEM. So yeah, let's get started. This is with everything off. So yeah, that's with the valves fully off. We'll do, I guess, one more lights to lights, and so let's now put on the PSE button right here. So we're driving with the PSE on, and I recommend that you listen to this video with good headphones so you really hear the difference. But yeah, this is with PSE on. I'm going to be driving the same way. So that's with the PSE on. Again, I recommend you hear it with headphones, but personally, I don't really notice that much of a difference between the PSE on and the PSE off. Besides at idle and when you're setting off, other than that, they basically sound the same. So let's pull off right over here, and now let's force the valves open. So again, I had it set up where I click 2 right here, and the valves are now forced open. So yeah, take a listen to this. You're going to hear a lot more between 1,000 to 4,000 RPM. So yeah, I don't know if y'all are able to tell over video. Again, I recommend listening to with a good pair of headphones, but it sounds a lot more throaty. You can definitely notice the engine at the lower RPMs. So let's do it again. Again, I'm just shifting up to 4. That's how the car sounds inside with the valves forced open. I personally like that because you can have fun at lower speeds. You can actually hear the engine versus with the PSE on at lower speeds. As you can tell, there's not really much of a difference between when the PSE is on or off when you're rolling. When you're sending off, yeah, there is a difference, but not while you're in traffic. So yeah, while I'm in traffic and the valves are forced open, it's a lot of fun. Personally, it does sound a little bit louder in here, but if I wanted to, I can just turn it off, and it's like a normal car again, and it can be quiet if I want to, it can be loud if I want to. So yeah, I really recommend this mod. If I would recommend trying this out before getting $6,000 or like a $5,000 exhaust system. Maybe you'll change your mind a bit. Personally, as I said before, I think it still could be a bit louder, so I'm going to get the over axle pipes, and I'll make a video on that as well. But yeah, other than that, thank y'all for watching, and more videos to come. So stay subscribed, like this video, and maybe share it with your friends or anyone who might be interested in this mod. If you have any questions, just leave a comment down below, and I can try and answer it. Thank you guys.